Hey guys, sorry it's taken so long to post the third episode of Gab Addicts podcast up on YouTube, but in the process of editing all the videos and everything, we ended up losing the actual video footage of episode 3. But for now, enjoy looking at an image of our faces on the top 3 Marvel characters: Iron Man, Black Widow, and Captain America for like a good hour. Enjoy the podcast.
You're
Here
blanking.
we go for episode 3.
Yep. Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Oh,
We do the clap.
Yeah.
that's right. Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna
Yes.
Yas. All right, let's do. I did the experimental jazz clap. I think it was a success last time. I'm gonna just go back to an on 3 clap for this one, and then next week it'll be something else really interesting. I'm gonna think about it. Different
I'll
time
think about
signature.
Don't think
But-
too hard though.
Okay,
Think
on 3.
about it.
On
You
3?
guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. We had that plan, Jeremy. Just to change it up a little bit.
It's always something.
That's what you get for being the third wheel.
Whoa.
Third wheel.
I'm just kidding.
Clap
That
on
was
3.
mean.
Dang.
I'm not a mean
You just
person.
keep bringing it up. It's fine. You're not being mean. It's cool.
No, I'm just trying to find
the
you
truth.
a way.
Shout out being single. On that note,
Shout out any ladies. I'm just kidding.
this doesn't paint me in the best light right now eating banana pudding, but I promise that no,
Before we do this, Jeremy, it's not any kind of banana pudding. Like,
it's not.
you are on a special diet.
Yeah.
For the longest time, Jeremy has been on.
I've been on a ketogenic
Ooh.
diet. Half of our viewers are cringing. But the truth of it is that this is not a sponsored video.
No.
But I will tell you that Keto Candy Girl in sunny Tustin, California.
Yeah.
If you would like to sponsor this podcast and send us more gallons of this banana pudding and the pumpkin spice whoopie pies. I can't say it with this.
Very
I can't say it with
Every
a straight
time
face.
Jeremy has said whoopie
Whoopie
pie, he like smiles.
I can't say that with a straight face. Whoopie pies. What a
Whoopie.
weird name.
It's a weird name.
Well, look, they're really good. They are. They're really good, and I actually haven't tried. We're waiting
We've been waiting.
until we started filming to try the banana pudding from Keto Candy Girl.
We're gonna try something a little different. We're gonna dip our toes into the ASMR world,
Mhm.
and
Hi, everyone.
Brooke's already into the creepy whispering.
How's it going? Does this make you feel relaxed?
Super relaxing. I know I am.
I actually hate the sound of eating.
Jeremy, go ahead and take your first bite. Let's
No.
let's try to get all of the like your teeth sliding off of the
Ew,
spoon.
oh, that's the worst
I'm gonna
sound.
try
And
we'll try and get up in
No.
there.
if you're tuning in to this on YouTube, focus on Brooke's face because one of her pet peeves is hearing people chew.
It literally makes me so angry. Like,
Yeah,
absolutely. I just want to punch you.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've wanted to punch these boys all day.
Well,
Just kidding.
it's a good thing that you, Brooke, are not wearing headphones. Otherwise, this would be right in your
ears.
in your ears.
But whoever's watching this
But if you are
may be wearing
listening
headphones.
to it
So
on headphones, then
I
I'm
apologize in
sorry.
advance.
Turn on that spatial audio.
Here we go. I gotta so just in case you can't see it very well, there is like crumbled cookie. Crumbled cookie
Yeah.
on top, and then the banana pudding. I'm trying to get just like a good
That's
spoonful of
some-
everything.
Semi-sweetened chocolate chips or non sugar-free chocolate chip. No, you can go ahead and take it. You can, yeah, just.
Oh, I'm taking it before you. Sorry.
Okay.
Let us hear everything that's going on in your mouth.
I don't like that. I mean, it just tastes really good.
That's good.
I don't like that comment.
It's very good.
So if you guys if you guys are all about that sugar-free, very low carb, high fat diet life, Keto Candy Girl in sunny Tustin, California is the place to go.
Yep. Now, second sponsor request. Woodford Reserve Bourbon. Which I think will probably pair really nicely with this banana pudding.
Are you choking? That's what you get. That's disgusting.
The way that we set this podcast up this week, I don't know if you can tell, but every week we're experimenting.
Yeah.
Just let you in behind the curtain real quick. We are experimenting every week.
We've
with
changed new setups, new location.
And this time I'm just locking eyes with Tony.
Romantic.
And it's really causing me to
There's
choke.
just something romantic about looking into your eyes, Jeremy, while you slurp and choke on a Woodford Reserve.
That does not sound... Never mind.
Sounds exactly how it is, Brooke.
Because when he does that, I know what's going on in his mouth.
Stop it.
And you, the listener, will too.
My mom is listening.
Sorry, Mom.
Maybe my grandma, too. That's not appropriate.
Sorry, Grandma.
You feel more worse about that.
No, actually, I don't.
What's your verdict
Yeah.
on the...
So, if you don't know, we all three, we are the worst ones to go out to dinner with because Jeremy is on keto, Brooke is gluten-free, and I am dairy-free. So
Maybe we're the perfect trifecta to go out to dinner because
if you want to eat healthy.
we understand each other. Also, if you want to eat healthy, you probably could eat with us because...
Yeah.
But we will find the junk food that we can eat.
Hence, banana pudding.
we will hunt it down because we're craving it. Like we went to See's Candy before this.
Yeah, and I
See's
stuffed
Candy,
my face full of
if you'd
chocolate
like to
before this.
sponsor us too.
Mom, is it Mama C's? Mama C's, Mama Sa, Mama Tusa. No. Brooke is also giving us a little ASMR on her throat coat that she's drinking.
Is that the name of the tea?
Yes.
It's actually called Throat Coat?
Comfort, I think.
Gross.
It's by Yogi.
Hey, boo boo.
Hey,
Yeah,
boo-boo.
Yogi. The essence of life is to communicate love.
What a bunch of hippies.
You're a friggin' hippie. What if I want
bunch
to be
of
a
hippies.
hippie, Jeremy?
Well,
He's
you know
love
what?
and
That is your funeral.
happiness.
That is your
God.
funeral.
Just kidding. That sounds like a basic white girl thing to say.
Oh, man.
But I did too much talking today. I don't really talk that much during my day because it's usually just me working away. But the boys have been around all day, so I've been talking a lot. And
Sorry.
so now my throat hurts because I think I speak incorrectly. I'd need a vocal speaking coach. So if you're listening out there, hit me up, buddy.
Buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I do a different take on ASMR? We went and had buffalo wings earlier, and I don't eat spicy food anymore.
No.
My
Stop.
stomach is gurgling right now,
Please
you guys.
stop.
Just bring the mic down. Oh, gosh.
Please stop.
I know I'm in trouble when my first name gets called out like that.
Oh yeah, this is Tony, and I'm Brooke, and this is Jeremy.
That's Jeremy.
If you're just tuning in for the first time ever, we apologize for how gross this sounds.
Brooke and I went to Disneyland yesterday.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we
had blue milk.
we had blue milk and green milk at
You didn't have green milk. You had
Galaxy's
the other
Edge.
one.
Is it Galaxy's Edge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Probably the coolest, I think, in my opinion, the coolest part of Disneyland.
Yeah.
You really, the second you walk in, you really feel like you're in Star Wars. You know, Kylo Ren's walking around, the stormtroopers are walking around, and we stood in line for Rise of the Resistance.
For an hour and a half.
It felt like longer than an hour and a half.
It was an hour and a half.
For a 5-minute ride.
It was 5
It's
minute
a 5-minute ride.
5-minute
I remember
ride,
looking at my watch at.
I don't think I've
03.
been on that one.
Was it? We got on the ride at like 03 and then got off the ride at like 06. No, 07. I don't know. It was 09. I don't know. It was like 5 minutes.
Super cool ride, though.
So
It's
fun.
not like any of the other rides at Disneyland.
No.
First off, when you look at the floor, it's not on a track,
That's pretty cool.
which is crazy.
Right there.
Have you not been on?
No. So the last time I went was right. It must just,
Millennium Falcon?
Yeah.
that one I went
I
on.
want to say millennial. That's what we are.
I went on the Millennium Falcon ride. What's that one called?
Millennium Falcon.
No.
No way. That can't be the real name of the ride. That's just the name of the ship.
That's the name of the ride.
That's so unoriginal.
Yeah.
But yeah, because you're
Book's
driving.
wrong.
You're driving the
Book's wrong.
ship.
I'm pretty sure
that's
it's
the name of the
called.
ship, right? That
That's what it's called. Look it up.
the ride is just called Millennium
Do
Falcon.
not tell me what to do.
You've been telling me what to do. You told me I could have no candy, but guess who got candy? This girl.
All right. Well, look. Anyway, that's the one that I went on, and it was fine. It was cool. I went on with this dad and his son who was visiting from somewhere in the UK, and they had a really fun time in Disneyland. It was their first time ever, and it was really fun. But I remember the Rise of the Resistance had come out like literally a week prior, and it was like 2.5 hour minimum.
Possible to get.
Yeah.
It was like minimum 2.5 hours.
And everything is done on the app now, so it's not like you can get a quick lightning lane pass, or you have to pay for that in the beginning of the day, I think. But
Yeah, which is insane. When we walked, sidetrack. When we walked past Haunted Mansion, the lightning lane line was like at least 20 minutes long.
yeah.
It was insane.
Wait, how long is the lightning lane?
So the lightning lane took place of the fast passes.
Oh, didn't even know that. Okay.
But the lightning lane thing is an extra thing that you pay for.
Right.
In my opinion, the lightning lane is kind of pointless because the lightning lane at some point ends up becoming a long line, just like the line that you're meant to stay in or
Right,
stand in.
because
Right?
then everyone just buys the lightning lane pass.
Yeah. It'd be better
much
if like
faster it is.
Disneyland was like only 100 lightning lane tickets per day.
Yeah,
You
just
know,
narrow it
that
down.
would be really cool. Disneyland, step up your game. Let's do it.
So then what was the
Disneyland, we have great creative ideas.
I mean, was the fast pass the same thing? You just bought. You just buy
you
a
didn't
pass.
So the
buy
fast
it.
pass, you never paid for it. You would just
What?
walk up to a different line, scan your ticket, and they'd print out a ticket and they'd tell you when to come back.
That's how that worked.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm
You
such a
could do it-
Disneyland
Eventually, you
noob.
could do it on your phone.
Yeah, you could do it on your phone, and then
That's
now-
what
yeah.
happened. Okay, I didn't even know.
But now that they want more money,
Oh.
I want to be careful what I say.
Yeah, so I went to Disneyland. To compare to you guys, I go like once every 5 years or something like that.
I go once a week, not to hang out.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's my last day.
Yeah, it's a momentous occasion. And so every time I go, the park is basically completely different. Like minus a few staples. Every time I go, it's like a very different place because I go like every 4 years or something like that. But it's kind of cool. I don't mind it that way. I don't like Disneyland very much.
I used to like it, and I was just telling Brooke and her family this a while back. I used to like it, but at this point, like I get excited with the thought of going. But the second we park and we're walking up to the tram to get over to Disneyland, I ask myself in my head every time,
Yeah.
Why the crap am I here?
Because you're in for it, man. You're in for the heat. You're in for the your feet are going to be killing you. You're in for walking around. You're dealing with
busy.
crappy humans all around you.
Yeah.
You know,
Crabby or crappy?
Crabby and crappy.
both, all of the above. You know, you're dealing with just
Just baby antsy.
a plethora, a gamut of crappy individuals. You know, whiny children, whiny adults.
I will tell you this: the best thing ever is just sitting on a sidewalk on Main Street and just watching people roll their ankles on the tracks.
It's true. That does
Funniest
happen a lot.
thing because they try to play it off.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure lots of people would agree with me on that.
Mm-hmm.
I just
mean,
like to go
people
people
watching.
watch. Yeah, people watch.
And
the
that's
food.
one of the best places probably ever to people watch for sure. Is
Yeah.
Disneyland. That's
Yeah.
true.
A lot of big announcements coming from the House of Mouse, Disney.
Yeah.
D23 just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, last weekend. Well, I mean, if you're watching this, it's probably been 2
Yeah.
weekends.
Probably been 2 weekends.
Unless you're watching it later,
Like
then
way
it's
later.
a million
Yeah.
weekends
That was a
ago.
while
Not a
ago.
lot of people. I feel like this year it kind of slipped under the radar unless you really follow Disney and Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah. Is it? I mean, the announcements I think were like probably about as big as normal.
Yeah, because before COVID, when they came out and announced all the stuff like movies, shows,
I remember it being
it
a
was
bigger
big.
deal.
People
Yeah.
were talking about it, and I feel like this year is kind of lackluster kind of event. You know,
I wonder what it is.
they announced a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and some of it was like pretty big deal.
Yeah.
You know.
They announced a lot of things that they're working on at the theme park, which is pretty cool. I don't think we need to talk about that. Disneyland's Disneyland. There's always
a
new
bunch of
stuff.
different theme parks.
Yeah.
They're expanding Avengers Campus, though. I think that's pretty cool.
Oh.
However, they're getting rid of the Hollywood land.
I will tell you this:
Boo.
the thing that they are, the new ride that they're coming out with for Avengers Campus, I think it's a multiverse ride, and
That's
the
sick.
multiverse ride has to do with Thanos and if he actually won, and so he is
Whoa, that's
king.
pretty-
He's King Thanos.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Can they make a movie like that?
I wish they did. I don't think they will though. Who knows? Who knows?
Can I be in that movie? Kevin Feige, Sarah Finn.
Okay, look.
Hello.
Can we
I'm
just
ready for you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in shape for you.
side tangent?
I'm coming for you guys.
Kevin Feige, why are you wearing the same hat with the blue suit every single time?
Jeremy.
Like you think you're Steve Jobs or something.
Jeremy, that is Kevin
Are you
Feige's.
ruining my chances of getting
That is-
cast?
I don't want to get cast.
That's his like good luck suit.
Yeah, but you can change it up, you superstitious hippie. Like,
Let us just all acknowledge that keto banana pudding and Woodford's Reserves makes Jeremy a grouchy person.
I'm not
Feisty.
grouchy at all. I was saying this
okay.
when we were watching the thing. You know, like, I get nothing against Kevin Feige. Kev, look. Every now and again.
You're creating a great world.
Change
there,
up the
Kevin.
hat.
You're my boy.
You know, maybe change the color of the suit. Maybe don't wear crispy whites with your suit. Do you notice that he wears like New Balances?
Oh, I love
Jeremy
it.
wants to be your new stylist.
That is
just saying.
that is such a dad thing to do.
It's very like dad vibes.
I love it.
You know, and
Is he a dad?
but it's also kind of
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's also sort of like
gotta be
tech
a
bro-ish.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and this brings me back to the Steve Jobs thing.
He's a behind the scenes kind of guy.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I understand it's his look. Maybe it's his trademark.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is, and this is it, then we're going to get off the side tangent. All I'm saying is maybe one time, just throw a curveball at us and wear like a normal person suit.
Normal person.
All right, I'm done.
There's Jeremy's first side tangent for the day.
Not first. He's been doing lots of
Give us a
stuff.
couple of seconds as Jeremy steps off of his icebox. Icebox, soapbox. So, I said
Soapbox.
icebox. Sorry.
You need some ice.
I do. They announced some pretty surprising things and some pretty cool new shows and movies coming out. But in my opinion, it was kind of lackluster this year compared to the last D23 that they did before COVID. They with Marvel stuff, Star Wars stuff, they hit it out of the park. People were so stoked. COVID hit, and then everything got pushed back, and it was almost we got snapped.
It did feel like that.
Their profits.
A lot of people were comparing it to Infinity War and Endgame, and
maybe Space Force X went out and fought a real life Thanos threat level creature,
and we just
we lost, and we don't know about it. And you know how people are saying like the multiverse, we're in a different timeline or different. What if that happened?
Things do feel different.
What if?
Please, in the comments, let us know. Do you think we're in a different multiverse?
Or what if we didn't know, but they're putting certain chemicals in our food, and some of the chemicals were the red pill, and some of the chemicals were the blue pill.
Yeah.
Like the Matrix.
Yeah. For me personally, when I eat this bread pudding or banana pudding,
Oh
my brain is telling me
Your brain's telling you what,
that
Jeremy?
it's delicious and creamy, and it has all the textures that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Just like Cypher in the Matrix when he eats the steak.
I will tell you this, Jeremy. One day, you are going to go back to real sugar, and it is inevitable. For you Matrix fans there, that's me and Jeremy
We
having
just rattled off two quick Matrix references.
Yeah, but then you said inevitable, and I saw you.
Nice.
Oh my
and a
gosh.
Marvel one. Tacked it on.
What song is that?
I don't know. I made it up. Do you like it?
Sure.
Thank you. That's
good.
That's my theme song.
Did you guys ever watch Willow?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what Willow is?
No. Is it a tree?
No, it's not a tree.
Is it a little girl?
It is a fantasy adventure movie.
Is it a cat?
No. It is a movie about a little person named Willow. And Val Kilmer was in it, I believe. And he was the
legend.
He was the other main character in that movie. I remember watching that when I was a little kid, but that was one of the things that they announced.
Yeah. I'm curious to see. You said it's a continuation?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a sequel, but it's a show.
Okay.
Not a movie.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see it because Val Kilmer was such a big part of the original Willow movie. Val Kilmer, you can't talk anymore.
No, yeah, that's a big thing. I mean, I don't know, like they found a very clever way of getting around that with the Top Gun Maverick situation, which I think was really pretty good because again, Top Gun, the original, Val Kilmer's character is an important, main character in that one too. And they found a really clever way of getting around that. So I wonder if they'll do something similar with this show or if they'll just take the really easy route and just off screen he died.
Yeah. I hope they don't do him some disservice like that. I hope it's like some heroic thing, maybe there's a statue of him there.
Yeah, something like that would be nice. I mean, it'd be cool. Obviously he's still around, right? So, you could do, I don't know, do something interesting with it.
They also announced Harrison Ford's last Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah. Which, hey, thank goodness, because if you left us on that Crystal Skull, that was our last.
You're telling me you didn't like Aliens and you didn't like Shia LaBeouf swinging on trees with the monkeys?
No, All
right,
I like Aliens, and I like Shia LaBeouf, and I like swinging on trees. But all of them in together in one movie, it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird.
I'm a little bummed because they like to do this thing like, we're going to show the people who are at this convention exclusive footage, but we're not going to show the people who aren't a part of it.
Right.
And I hate that
Yeah.
I feel left
Yeah,
out.
it's-
But they did pay all the money to.
Well, yeah.
It's true, but like, dude, don't leave us like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is their way. This is their dirty way.
This is the way.
Of getting you to feel like excluded. Like you do feel
Yeah.
excluded. So then you need to know more and you need to read more and you need to find
Where we
out
have to go.
what everyone else saw.
D23.
You know,
Let us go.
and it's good. It's
Next
good
year.
marketing.
I was that guy. I was at work and I was refreshing Twitter because
Wow.
I know they're super strict about it. We had some friends that go to Comic-Con, and when they saw some of the exclusive Marvel footage for movies that are coming out, they said they had like security walking up and down the aisles to make sure people didn't have their phones out.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
there's always people that are super slick and sneaky, and they record like half of the screen.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm that guy that's on Twitter that's looking for that
Looking for
footage,
that
you know?
leaked footage.
And then I
would be
screen
too.
capture that crap.
Yeah.
I'd be way too afraid to try to sneak
I
it.
screen captured the footage to the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie that's coming out, and it's only half of the screen. But on that half
But
of the
did they
screen,
take it down?
it's still on my phone.
Well, he's got it now.
Well, yeah,
They-
but
oh,
like,
yeah,
did
they
they
took
take
it
it
down.
off
They did.
But
Twitter?
on that quick little video, there is a cute little baby rocket raccoon.
Baby Rocket.
Yeah, the whole movie is gonna be about
That's
Rocket
so
Raccoon, I think.
cute.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Sometimes I forget
Like a
Bradley
little
Cooper is
baby.
in the MCU.
yeah, it doesn't sound like him though.
yes.
The
He's a
baby?
really good voice actor.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It doesn't sound. He sounds like a different character. It doesn't sound like Bradley Cooper when you hear Rocket on screen for sure. But
I would like to voice act one day.
I think,
I think you could.
you have a unique set of skills.
If there are any
Rip.
Yeah.
voice actor recruiters listening to this,
Mhm.
or anyone knows any voice actor recruiter,
Yeah,
Crocher.
I do a pretty mean Mickey Mouse.
yeah,
The agent.
that's right.
I would love to do Mickey Mouse's voice one day. We were just at Disneyland yesterday, and Brooke hates it. I walk around, and I'm like, "Hello, everyone. Welcome to Disneyland." And people will look like, "Whoa, what the heck? Where did that come from?" If you've never been on a ride, sorry, Jeremy, I know I'm going to spoil it. On Rise of the Resistance, there's a part where you're in prison, and they leave you alone for a little bit. And I turned around, and I went, "Hello, I'd like to get out, please." And everyone looked, and they started laughing. They were like, "Whoa!" But we got off the ride. One of the guys was like, "We're safe because of you, Mickey Mouse." And I was like, "You're welcome."
I was like, I don't know this guy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I do. I'm sorry if you're the voice of Mickey Mouse currently. I do think you don't really sound. I think my husband sounds more like
She's
Mickey
just being
Mouse.
biased, you guys.
I'm not being biased.
Well, you got to figure what's this guy like the, 30th voice
Yeah.
of Mickey Mouse now. Like,
They probably found the best one they could find.
yeah,
And
sure.
now my husband's turn.
I would love
Yeah.
to voice Mickey Mouse. I can do some other voices, but we don't
Yeah.
have to go into that.
Yeah.
If you guys have to cast a Filipino character that just sounds super Filipino, please come to me too, because I can do that as well.
That's right.
Not just
That's
Joe
right.
Coy, everyone. Joe Coy does a really good one, but I can do it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me too.
Sure. Do you guys like Star Wars? We're talking
Nope.
about Star Wars.
I hate Star Wars, man. If there's one thing everyone knows about me, it's how much I really hate Star Wars.
wait.
Tell me about that Darth Vader tattoo on your leg, Jeremy.
Do you like? Do you hate new Star Wars, or do you just hate Star Wars in general?
Well, this is a very interesting, discussion here, because what do you define as new Star Wars?
New Star Wars. I only bunch up the last 3 movies as new Star Wars.
Well, yeah.
Attack of the Clones cartoon, solid.
Yeah.
Bad Batch, solid.
Yeah.
Mandalorian, solid.
yeah.
Book of Boba Fett, it was all right. It's too stylish.
Book of Boba. Give us all the Boba.
I love Boba.
We like Boba.
Yeah,
That's what I say to Book of Boba.
yeah. It was.
I just like
You
Boba.
want to know what the downfall or the bad thing about Book of Boba Fett was? He talked too much.
Yep. Look, some characters, they're supposed to be stoic. They're not supposed to talk too much. They're the strong, silent, brooding kind of character.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing that we know about what works with Boba Fett is that he doesn't speak hardly ever.
His actions.
Brooding.
Yes.
Yeah. And when he does speak, it's very few words. It's just enough to get his point across. And that is the mystique, the mystery of the character. And if he is literally in every single scene walking around with his helmet.
Yeah. Put your
famous,
helmet on, bro. No one wants to see your face.
His famous, legendary
That's not
I'm joking.
helmet, and he's sitting with it underneath his arm in every scene, walking around like this.
That's not the Boba Fett. That's not my Boba Fett.
That's not anyone's Boba Fett. That is no one's Boba Fett.
Maybe it's somebody's Boba
Guide.
Fett.
I don't know.
Maybe it's his Boba Fett.
It
The
might
guy
be
who's
someone's
listening
Boba
right
Fett,
now.
and look, to each your own. But it's not the definitive Boba Fett, And that was a really wasted opportunity because it still could have been a cool show. Go ahead.
The last good Star Wars movie that came out was Rogue One.
Yeah, that was a good one. What did you think about? Did you like Solo?
So, I'm one of the very few. I think Brooke and I loved Solo.
I didn't see.
I thought you watched
see
it. I thought you was in you.
Never seen Solo.
Maybe it was a different girl I went to go watch it with. I'm
We're married.
I'm joking.
Going to see these movies with.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for the podcast.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Wow,
See you
what a
guys
great way
later.
to find out.
By next week, I will be recast.
There will be
Yes, you will.
another Filipino gentleman here.
Yes.
More faithful ones.
You know what? I actually think I saw Solo with one of my brothers.
I think you did too.
No, it wasn't you.
No.
Or was it with
knocked
you?
over my banana pudding. I saw it with you.
Oh, maybe.
I remember now.
Well,
Wow.
Jeremy is like a brother to me. There you
Yeah, I saw it with you.
Are you his wife?
Um,
You're the other
yeah, we-
girl?
I
the
ever-
other woman,
I
Jeremy?
claim
go. We
none
held
of this.
hands the whole movie.
That's romantic.
It was kind of a date-ish. But no, I remember because I freaked out at the end of the movie.
That's right. Yes.
When the reveal,
Of-
should I just spoil it?
Yeah.
Because it's been out for a while. When they show Darth Maul at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
La, 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 la,
She
la.
doesn't know who Darth Maul is. It's okay.
I know who
Who's
Darth
Darth
Maul
Maul?
is. He's the red guy with the spiky head, and he's got the double
Yes, he
lightsaber. He's
does.
going, zoom, zoom,
I
zoom,
was
zoom, zoom.
low-key hoping you would say the red guy with the horny head. I wanted to catch you on that so badly.
No, I don't think
You
of
know,
them as horns.
I think
But
I
that's
liked Solo. I don't think it was about Solo though. I don't think it was about Han Solo. It was about Khaleesi.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in the
Khaleesi.
movie.
She's,
What's her name?
One of the main characters.
Amelia Clark.
It was all about her.
This is at the height
That's
of Game
my
of Thrones
mom's
too.
name,
This is
yeah.
when it was still airing.
Yeah.
Is when it came out. So I mean, that was an easy casting choice, and she's good. She's actually good in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't.
She's a cutie.
Yeah. Nope. No doubt. But yeah, she's she's in the movie. She plays like the love interest, kind of.
Yeah. She's a thief of Han Solo.
Young Han Solo.
Young Han Solo. Yeah.
Oh, young.
This is a
I
prequel
was like,
to.
This is before he sees Princess Leia kiss her brother Luke Skywalker, and
Yeah.
is like, dude, she's
Scandalous.
she's like a Lannister. I like her.
That's right. Yeah.
ew.
Oh, real Targaryen of you.
Gross.
Is your name Damon? Is your name in it? Anyways, sorry. Yeah, I didn't mind it.
Mhm.
Mandalorian is by far the best Star Wars show.
Yeah.
Season 3 just got announced.
Yeah. Season 3 got announced, and it looks killer. That's actually one of the few. See, I think you guys probably keep up more with the announcements than I do. But one of the few things I actually did watch was the trailer and trailer breakdowns for Season 3 Mandalorian, and it looks awesome. I mean, if they're doing one thing right, it's that show. It looks fantastic, and I'm really excited for season 3.
Bad Batch season 3 as well.
Yeah.
Bad Batch is about the clone troopers.
Is it
It's animated. It's a little hard for me to get into the animation Star Wars stuff. I really have to sit there and focus.
Focus. I have to focus.
Oh gosh,
quick.
I can't talk.
Focus up.
Guys, that was a little bit of my Filipino fob accent coming up. Let me say it like a real Filipino. The Bad Batch show, it is really hard for me to focus, to focus on the show because it is animated. You know, it's like when the cartoon like Bugs Bunny. Anyways, it's really hard for me to focus on the cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Batch is pretty. It's kind of dark. Just like the later Attack of the Clone seasons. It's pretty dark for kids.
Yeah, it's like I think they know at this point in the game that the animated series are not just for kids.
Yeah.
I think that they are totally making it and marketing it to young adults and even older fans of Star Wars as well. And it's really legit. The amount of time and money that they sank into just that last season of Clone Wars is insane. You know, they actually got what's his name? Ray Park.
Mm-hmm.
The actual dude who played Darth Maul in the live action movies back to do all the motion capture for the last fight scene. Yeah, I mean it's really, really cool.
Darth Maul, the horny red guy.
Do you remember the guy with the horny?
The horny.
Right, yeah. And the double whoosh whoosh. What do you
Oh gosh, I could picture Brooke like going to like some kind of big time Star Wars convention, and she walks up to ask a question, and she's like, "You know, when they pull out the whoosh whoosh things, you know, like I'm just like, what color whoosh whoosh would I be? You know,
What color would I be?
I think you would be
Green.
Green.
yeah,
That's my favorite color.
green.
What's your favorite color?
Why green? What does green
They
mean?
all have different meanings,
What does it
actually.
mean?
They do
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
What does it
I don't know. Off the
I
top
don't
of my
remember.
head. I know.
Purple is
You're the terrible
purple's
Star Wars
strength
fans.
though.
Yeah.
It's for what?
Purple is my favorite lightsaber.
Purple is for strength.
Yeah.
You got the purple one at Disneyland.
Yeah, I did. And that
I
was one of
told
the
you to
best
get
moments
purple.
of my Disneyland life.
My
That
Disneyland
was one of
career.
the most expensive moments of your
I-
Disneyland life.
I low key cried.
Dang.
Choked up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty legit, those lightsabers. I have one of the plastic ones.
Wow. Really
dude.
comparable,
One of the
Jeremy.
Padawan ones that you can get.
Oh,
They're like
dude.
My
20
brothers
bucks.
had those too
Those are
when they were
sick.
little.
Jamie,
Yeah.
one day you and I are going to have to get together and compare lightsabers.
Yeah.
Stop
Well,
it.
so, you know, I
I don't want
have
to be here for that. I don't want to be here for that.
I have quantity
My God.
over quality. I've got a lot of different
Oh,
options.
man.
Please stop.
Oh, gosh.
I'm going to karate chop your face.
Oh, man.
You can tell, so back to the topic.
Yeah, back to the topic.
You can tell that they're taking a darker route for the cartoons because they're coming out with Tales of the Jedi.
Looks so
Which
cool.
is another animated Star Wars
Yeah.
thing, and it's 3 episodes focusing on Ahsoka,
Mhm.
and 3 episodes focusing on Dooku before he becomes Darth Tyrannus. Is it Tyrannus?
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing about that, which made me so excited to want to watch it, was I heard that Liam Neeson's
The
Is
Neesons.
that his name's plural?
No, it's Liam Neeson. It's from Key and Peele,
Okay.
the Bellman when they're talking about
Yeah.
Liam Neeson.
Okay.
He is coming back to voice Qui-Gon Jinn.
Right.
And the cool thing is, his son is gonna voice the younger version of him.
Which is that's such a great idea.
Right?
Yeah.
I was so stoked. I was like, man, keep it in the family.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
pretty cool.
And who's going to sound more like a young Liam Neeson than his young
son.
kid?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, a lot of shows keeping it in the family.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Right?
Great idea.
Game of Thrones.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
House of
House
the
of the
Dragon.
Dragon. They know how to keep it in the
Star
family.
Wars.
Can we
Yeah.
talk Marvel now? Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Let's go
I
over
have more
to
to
the.
contribute to Marvel than Star Wars.
That's all right. Yeah,
Sorry.
let's move over to the bigger news. Marvel announced a lot of stuff. Not as exciting as the last time they announced all their stuff.
No.
They announced all their stuff at Comic-Con and announced all the way up to Phase 6. Excuse me. While they were up on the stage, and that's a lot of stuff. But
my good friend Kevin Feige announced
Your bestie.
my good
Kev.
bud
Kevin and Sarah, I'm really
You know,
shooting my shot here.
You know his wife's name? Is that his wife's name?
Sarah Finn is the casting director.
Yeah, she
for
cast.
Marvel.
No, I don't even know anything.
Well, now you know.
Okay, fine.
We're
Right,
shooting my shot.
I'll step up on that soapbox a little later about the whole casting thing.
What do you mean?
You will see.
We'll get there.
You will see.
Okay.
They talk about Wakanda Forever, which is the next Marvel movie coming out in November.
Who do you guys think is the new Black Panther? Please put it in the comments.
I think it's going to be Shuri.
I hope so.
That's what it sounds like.
Or they're going to go the
She's
route.
my favorite.
They're going to go the route of We Are Negan, like in Walking Dead, before Negan popped up, and I think they're going to have multiple Black Panthers.
Oh, interesting.
I hope it's Shuri.
I
She's my favorite.
love quoting Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Me and a couple old coworkers would quote Black Panther all the time over the radio, and it's hilarious.
The first time we saw him at DCA, California Adventure.
It was so cool.
on the Jeep.
Oh yeah,
That was so cool.
yeah. I couldn't help but do this and yell out "Wakanda forever!" I loved it.
Wow.
People stared at me like I was a weirdo.
He did it back to you.
Yeah, he did
was
it.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if I did the right side.
it was so cool. And
Both
they actually
sides.
have the Dora Milaje walking around, and
They're
these
so
girls
cool.
actually shaved their head at Disneyland for the role.
Right, yeah. You
So
can't
cool.
you can't do bald caps.
Yeah.
There's no substitute for the real shaved head look.
And now, the powers of the Black Panther will be stripped away. That's my favorite line.
That's right.
I love the Dora Milaje. They're so cool.
They're so sick. Wakanda Forever is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Namor is going to make his debut. The only thing I'm bummed about that is I heard a rumor that they are not going to make him the king of Atlantis to differentiate from Jason Momoa's character Aquaman, who is also the king of Atlantis.
Only one king of Atlantis, and it's Jason Momoa,
And it's
Yeah.
King Triton.
a.k.a. Arthur
my gosh.
Curry.
I think he's going to be more of like a
Oh no, that's,
I don't
what is
know,
it? Is it Atlantis?
Mayan
In
or
Ariel?
Aztec
should know.
kind of a thing.
Oh, really?
So he's going to be king of some other spot. But that movie's coming up. I'm stoked for the movie. The trailers are beautiful. They look really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the movie without
Chadwick.
Boseman. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
He was a great Black Panther. Great
Yeah.
Jackie Robinson. He's a great actor.
Great actor.
Yeah.
James Brown.
Oh yeah, James
Yeah,
Brown.
get on up. Great
Hey.
movie.
Did you just say what's that?
James Brown.
Hmm?
If you watched the last episode, how in the beginning I went 2 musicians and a singer.
Yeah.
I feel like musicians know James Brown more than
Really funny
singers do.
because James Brown is primarily a singer.
Yeah.
But,
He's
if
the
you
one that
ever-
goes,
You didn't
"I
ask
feel
me
good."
to watch that with you. You watched it with the other woman.
You
Okay,
never
Jeremy.
heard,
Jeremy's the
I
other
feel
woman.
good. You never heard I feel good. I knew that I would.
Knew that I would.
I know
now.
that song.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
James
it's
Brown.
by.
It's okay.
Well, now you do.
Now I know.
Yeah.
Learn something every day.
You pretty much told the whole world that you were homeschooled.
Only 2.5 years.
Branded for life.
I actually, never mind. I'm not going to get on my soapbox. Continue.
Right, anyway.
They mostly announced a lot of shows coming to Disney Plus, and I feel like that's the route that they're taking to expand the world of Marvel to.
I think it's easier for them.
I feel it is easier for them. Thank God. I'm going to be honest. A lot of the shows aren't that good. I'm just a Marvel head.
So we just watch all of them.
We love it.
Yeah.
A lot of the shows aren't good. I will tell you this though, they are better than the Agents of Shield show. Because that show was
that show is pretty mediocre.
booty cheeks.
That show
I'm
was
really a fan of the current show out right now, She-Hulk.
She-Hulk is
It's
great.
Hilarious.
It's a comedy.
It's a comedy.
Super funny.
Go in watching it as a comedy because it's so funny.
They announced Ironheart. Do you guys know who Ironheart is? I think her name is it Riri? I think her name is Riri.
Is she related to Iron Man?
No, so she's an African American girl who is in college, I believe, and she's smart. And she pretty much says, "You see Iron Man's suit? I want to build something like that, but better."
I love that.
And
I'm all for it.
In the comic books, I think Tony Stark is kind of like
Iron Man.
a role model to her, and he helps her. I think her entrance into the Marvel Cinematic Universe is gonna be in Wakanda Forever, and we're gonna see like her Mach 1 suits.
That's cool.
But
really
eventually, she builds like a Iron Man like suit, and her hero name is Ironheart.
I love that because Iron Man is like my number one.
Tony Stark, rest in peace.
Yeah. Well, he did have a hard time carrying an entire cinematic universe
On his
Dude,
back.
he's
So-
doing
The
back
first-
workouts every
You
day.
know, enjoy your retirement,
What-
RDJ.
What phase are we in? 5?
I don't know.
Did phase 4 end with him or
Phase 4
3?
ends. Oh, Phase 4 ends with Wakanda Forever. Phase 5 starts with and the next movie we want to talk about, Ant-Man Quantumania.
Did phase 3 end with him?
Phase 3 ended with Phase 3 ended with
Either way, he carried
the
all
second
3
Spider-Man movie,
Carried all 3 phases on.
or
his
Phase
back.
4. Yeah, Phase 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man Quantumania. I have the biggest man crush on Paul Rudd.
I have the biggest woman crush on Evangeline Lilly. She's freaking beautiful.
Bill Murray's gonna be in this movie.
That's an excellent addition. That's a good idea.
Bill Murray.
He fits right in with that sort of humor that that movie.
I don't want to say it out loud.
Brooke is going. She doesn't know who
You
Bill
know who
Murray
Bill
is, you
Murray
guys.
is?
I probably know what he looks like. I've
Bill Murray
seen something
is
he's in.
in Groundhog Day. He's in Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Rouged. That's a great Christmas
I've
movie
never
right
seen
there.
that
I
one.
love that Christmas movie.
You like
Yeah.
a Christmas movie?
I love a Christmas movie.
Scroll,
I
that's
grew
a
up on
good one.
Scrooged.
I grew up
Scrooge
on
is a
I
real
like
good one.
Elf. And
You
I
ever see
like-
Garfield?
I like Polar Express.
Yeah, right?
Garfield 1, Garfield
You're
2.
gonna have to see this guy's face to really know what he looks like. I've seen Groundhog's Day, I think.
Ant-Man is probably the Marvel superhero / movies that kind of stick out because they're so different
They're
from
very different.
all the other movies.
Yeah.
I'm really stoked for this one.
Let's be real. He saved the world.
He did, and
It's
it-
because of him, everyone came back.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
because of him. The boys got the idea for their very crazy opening in the last season that they just did in episode
That's
1.
right.
We won't talk about that.
Talk about that one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but
Ouch.
I've heard about
All
it.
I have to say is ouch.
I
Yeah.
don't want to see it.
Marvel's also coming out with their very first holiday special,
Yeah.
which is going to be in black and white. It is.
Halloween special.
Did I say?
Is it holiday?
Well, it is a
Hawkeye
holiday.
was a
Isn't
holiday
it?
special.
Huh?
Hawkeye was.
No,
did I
was
say
it?
Hawk Day? Hawkeye was a
Hot guy or hot guy?
I said Hawkeye.
Hot guy?
Hawkeye.
No, Hawkeye
Who
was
is
a
a
Christmas special.
Hot guy.
I don't remember seeing hot guy in the Avengers.
Actually, there are multiple hot guys in the Avengers. All the Chris's.
All of them.
Man, that Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Let's put another
Chris Hemsworth.
strip on the bobby for him.
Chris Evans. Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. I'm sorry, Chris. I really like you. I'm sorry I said that like that. I'm sure you have never heard that before in your life. I'm probably, yeah, right.
They are coming out with Werewolf by Night. It's going to be black and
Yeah.
white. It is one of the obscure Marvel comic characters. It is a werewolf.
Is it a show or a movie?
It's a show. It's a Halloween special.
Oh, it's a show.
Just an episode?
I think it's
A show.
if it's not 2 episodes, I think it's going to be a mini movie.
But that I'm really excited for. I'll be real. I'm not as crazy about these upcoming Marvel movies. I think Ant-Man, the new one, will be cool. You know?
Yeah.
I think the new Black Panther will be cool. You know?
Yeah.
Cool, bro.
If I can see them kind of whenever. But the werewolf one, the trailer looks really, really interesting.
Dude,
and it's so different.
Man-Thing is going to be in it.
Yeah, I heard that.
Man-Thing is the equivalent of DC's Swamp Thing. So cool.
So cool.
So cool.
So cool, bro.
Secret Invasion.
That looks
Nick
really
Fury's
cool.
finally going to get some spotlight.
That looks freaking sick.
Yeah, you did.
And
yeah,
you
it looks
got
really cool.
some Donnie Chi.
Yeah.
Some Don Cheadle.
It's when he comes back, and because he's been
in space the whole time, and the Skrull characters. There are some good ones, but there are also some bad ones that are trying to take over.
And that's who we thought was Nick Fury, right?
Yes.
In all these movies. Since when?
I don't know the exact timeline. I don't know.
Since which movie?
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good question.
Armor Wars. Don Cheadle is going to get some more.
Yeah, I don't know
spotlight.
much. So what's up with that one? Is that a show or a movie?
It's going to be a show.
Interesting.
So far the shows that we have are Secret Invasion, Werewolf by Night, Ironheart, Armor Wars. Armor Wars is going to be about Don Cheadle, and I think on how a lot of the Stark technology is being sold out.
Okay, it's kind of being since Tony is not around anymore, his tech is kind of getting, slipping into the wrong hands or is kind of being distributed.
Can we bring him back?
That's actually a really interesting story.
Yeah.
Is like the fallout, like Tony Stark is this, dude who is in like an enterprise. He's got he's in control of all this tech and all these moving parts. And so what happens when he just dies?
Yeah.
Like what happens to the whole empire, the whole Stark empire? That's a cool story.
Tony Stark built this in a cave with a bunch of scraps.
I really want to see from when he snapped, or not, I guess when the Hulk snapped, right? And everybody came back. I want to see the chaos that happened from everyone coming back.
I think
did somebody's husband get snapped away, so she remarried another guy, and then he comes back, and so he's not dead anymore, or dead, I guess, in quotes. So now she's got 2 husbands? Like, what?
They should do a show.
They should do something like that.
And they should call it Oh Snapped.
Oh, snap.
I was going to say Snap.
Disney,
Kevin
listen
Feige,
to us.
We're talking to you again, bro.
Each episode should be dedicated to a different story of a person.
Oh, wow.
There should be a short episode of a guy that's on an airplane. And he gets up and he goes to take a poop.
Why do you have to talk about this every time?
Listen to me. While he's on the toilet, snapped away. Right?
Yeah.
And we know that when people came back, they came back right where they were snapped away from.
Right.
He was in the middle of the air. Snapped back to reality.
Well, he would just die.
But listen to this. Snapped back, appears in the middle of the air, pants down.
Yeah.
Falling. Okay, yeah, he dies.
Well, duh.
Maybe.
He's gonna die.
Or maybe.
He gets snapped back on.
Or maybe, what a good introduction to a new superhero. A funny superhero like Ant-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, or maybe, he gets snapped back. Snap back
to reality.
I'm going with it. And then there goes gravity.
Thank you.
Well, he gets snapped back, and then all of a sudden the sky goes dark, so now he has to help the Avengers
into
beat Thanos.
Sure. I was going to say he falls, and then maybe he falls into some water, or he falls into some trees or something like that. And then the whole story is him being disoriented.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
It's like when what's her name? Yelena's character gets snapped back. Ugh, I don't want to spoil it for you now because you haven't seen Hawkeye.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
Hawkeye?
Yeah.
It's like the only Marvel show that I would really like to see. Other than,
Okay.
I saw
I
WandaVision.
won't say it, but
Loki
she
was really good.
disoriented.
I've heard that too. I watched the first episode.
What's wrong with you?
I'm not as into the Marvel stuff.
Guys,
I know.
all I have to say is I'm stoked for Loki season 2 because there's a certain actor that has made a really good comeback, and he was in a movie called Everything, Everywhere, All at
yeah.
Once. And if you want to see a really good multiverse movie, I'm talking better than Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. I liked that movie, but go watch that movie.
The Russo brothers made that one too.
Yeah, and there is an actor in there
Really good.
who we haven't seen since Indiana Jones, and his name is forgive me if I pronounce this wrong. I think it's Ki-Hu Kwan. I think his American name is Jonathan, though. He is going to be in season 2. If you don't know who I'm talking about, in Indiana Jones, he's a little boy that goes, Indy! Indy!
His name is Short Round.
Short Round, yep.
His name is Short Round in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
And he's also in the Goonies.
And he's in the Goonies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
He's going to be in the show, and I'm so stoked for him to finally be in other things, because if you hear his story, he stopped doing movies because he thought there were no roles for him, and Hollywood wasn't hiring him for any roles. So he gave up, and he got another
Asian
chance in
kids.
that multiverse movie, and he freaking killed it in that movie.
Yeah.
That is probably one of my favorite movies of 2022.
It was a great movie.
Great movie. Echo is coming out. If you haven't seen Hawkeye, not Hawkeye,
I said Hawkeye.
she is a character that was introduced in Hawkeye.
She's awesome.
I'm stoked for new Captain America, who is now Sam Wilson.
Yeah.
New Captain America movie. Captain America, New World Order. The bad guys in this movie: Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
Kevin
Really?
Nash, Scott
Ramon.
Scott Hall. I'm joking. Those are all wrestling because there was a team called.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan with a dyed black beard.
Wait, are you serious?
No,
I joke.
no. The bad guy for this movie is going to be
I really believed it.
the bad guy for this movie is going to be the leader. The last time we saw the leader was in Edward Norton's Incredible Hulk movie, and it's this. The leader, if you don't know, go look him up. He's got this big head, like the top part of his head is like huge. It's huge.
Huge.
And he's got telekinetic powers, I think. But yeah, the last time we saw him was like years ago, and he's finally coming back, and it's the same actor who's playing him that was in The Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton.
Yeah.
The Thunderbolts is coming out, which I'm pretty sure is going to be Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad.
Yelena's in it.
Yelena.
The leader.
She's made, in the picture that they showed, she looks like she's going to be leading the
I'm
crew.
a big Yelena fan.
What's his name? David Harbour.
I love David Harbour
Is it Red
too.
Guardian? What?
Red Guardian, yeah.
Red Guardian is coming back for a show.
Surprisingly good, that Black Widow movie. I actually really
I
enjoyed it.
liked that movie.
Didn't think I was going to like it.
I think because it was anticipated for too long, it got a lot of hate.
Only thing that really sucked about it was they ruined
Taskmaster.
Taskmaster.
The one character I was looking forward to. Taskmaster,
Yeah.
they ruined.
Yeah, they
Anyways,
really
they
screwed
needed
that
a
guy.
premise for the movie. Yeah. So it makes sense.
And the last movie they're coming out with is the Marvels, which I'm not excited for.
I
Marvel?
really liked
The
Miss
Marvels.
Marvel.
It's Miss Marvel, which I like
She's
her.
so cute.
Yeah, Miss Marvel, Monica Rambeau,
I really like Monica
and
Rambeau too.
Captain Marvel. It's gonna be all three of them together. Yeah.
I think that's cool. I'd like to see that. I hope it's better than Captain Marvel.
Can I?
We saw Captain Marvel together.
Good.
Yeah, in Vegas.
In Vegas.
For my Dirty 30.
That's right.
Guys, we're the kind of people that go to Vegas to go watch movies.
Yeah, we'll go all the way to Vegas from Southern California and just see a movie.
How many movies have we seen? 2? Just one?
I've seen plenty of movies.
No, in Vegas.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
We've seen
Only one.
only one, yeah.
So we go to Vegas just to watch one movie.
Yeah, and
No, it just happened to come out like the weekend of your birthday.
yeah.
So
So we were going to see the new Marvel movie
Yeah.
Either way,
on the weekend of your birthday, of
Yeah.
course, you know.
Can I take this opportunity to step up onto the soapbox?
Yeah, please.
Are you going to talk about Captain Marvel?
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
We were just watching Joe Coy. Joe Coy is a comedian, one of my favorite comedians. He's Filipino, and he was talking about like how like Filipinos like don't get cast, or like Asians don't get cast in things, and it's not until just recently, like a lot of, not just with Asians too, with other like races, like they started to get more roles.
Right.
But freaking A, man. Can we start seeing more Filipinos on the dang screen?
That's a really good
My
point.
husband mentioned to me once that he wanted to be an actor, and now I'm running with it.
Yeah.
So
I did,
we're gonna
yeah.
be the acting
I mean, we've been
couple
talking
of
about
the
Marvel. What's his
world.
name is sort of the champion right now for Filipino casting. In Spider-Man. Right? That is.
Oh yeah, Ned.
Yeah,
Ned is Filipino.
His Lola.
Lola
Right?
Lola was in
I
it,
said
and
Lola.
Yeah.
I tell you what, in Spider-Man, when they were at Ned's house
No Way Home.
in No Way Home, and before Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire pop up,
Yeah.
and she was speaking Tagalog,
Yeah.
I think I was the only one in the theater laughing my
Because you
butt off
understood what she was
because
saying.
I understood what she was saying, and I was looking at Brooke, and that was my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah.
Because to see like that on the screen, and not just on some weird like Filipino Tagalog movies that my mom and dad rented.
Right.
Like-
to actually see it to like one of the biggest movies of the year.
Yeah.
You know, probably one of the highest grossing movies of the entire year, and have like that scene be in it is huge.
I was so stoked.
Yeah.
And that was the one scene I left talking about the most.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tony talked about that for so long.
And to see Andrew Garfield, I think he said, "Sorry, Lola."
He understood. Yeah, I love that.
I was like, how funny is that, dude? But I would love to see, not just in Marvel movies, but DC movies too, like cast a Filipino every once in a while,
For
But
sure.
not just in like a side role. Like, hey, like
main character.
we got the ability to be superheroes too, Like a lot. I mean, I'm not saying Filipinos haven't been on the cinema screen. I mean, Ernie Reyes Jr.
You
How?
don't have to justify what
No,
you're
no,
saying.
but I'm saying like I grew up watching Ernie Reyes Jr.
Yeah.
He was a Ninja Turtle in Part 1,
Right.
and he was a pizza delivery guy in Ninja Turtles Part 2.
Yeah.
I looked up to him for so long,
Yeah.
And then for other people to come out like Joe Coy, it's not action movies, but he's a comedian.
Yeah.
Right.
He's
Right.
big
look
on,
up to those
on
guys.
Netflix.
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah.
so many Netflix
And to hear
specials.
his story on how like Netflix like said no to him first, and he filmed everything, he paid for everything, and then he just kept on trying. Like,
Yeah. No, I think that's legit. Like that's a legit, like kind of, I don't want to say it's a flaw, but it's like, not only is it, I think, overlooking, because I think there's a ton of amazing talent out there who happens to be Filipino.
Oh yeah.
For sure, there's no doubt about it. And I think probably, this is just a theory that I have, but I would bet that there is a ton of people who are Filipino who work behind the scenes. Like, I think there's probably a lot of like directors and videographers and whatever that. But to actually see them on screen is a big deal. And
we aren't just good nurses and hospitality people, okay? We can act too.
you're starting to see, I guess,
say-
like more broadly with like Pacific Islanders who are getting cast,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Like obviously
yeah.
Jason Momoa
Say-
being Aquaman's a big deal.
Two of the most creative people I know are you and your brother.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Specifically in the realm of like film and
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
Disney, I have
Shout out Alex or Xander.
not only do I like want to act, but I have plenty of movie ideas, Star Wars ideas.
I think you could be a
action
great
movies.
director.
I even have a movie that I've thought about that evolves around Coldplay.
Oh,
What?
Yeah. It's a good one. That's a good one.
Tony is
Don't
always
give it away
saying,
though.
I know, don't tell anyone. Keep it to yourself. But Tony's always telling me, Brooke, I've got this great idea for a movie. Brooke, I have this great
Come at me,
idea for a
Disneyland
movie.
or
Yeah.
Disney. But just to throw it out there, like
Just
you
like
know,
our Oh Snap idea.
yeah.
Should we trademark that?
My friend
Someone's gonna
Yoshi,
steal it.
my friend Yoshi Sudarso, I think would play a great Nightwing.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
looks
exactly.
just like Nightwing.
Yoshi's also an actor.
Yeah.
Athletic.
He
He's
was
a
just in Bullet Train. Cast him as Nightwing, DC. Let's go, Warner Brothers.
Let's go, Warner Brothers.
Yeah, let's make a good movie. I love DC.
Here comes Jeremy. I'm going to step off the soapbox, and Jeremy's going to step on.
Technically, I'm in the DC universe.
Oh, yeah.
I was on Lucifer as a background actor.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. Yeah. Background. You can't tell it's me unless you are looking for me.
Yeah.
But I'm in the DC universe.
You are.
Wow. Wow.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much it, that D23.
Yeah. This concludes your breakdown of the D23
I guess we didn't get into
coverage.
Yeah, we didn't get into the other movies and stuff, but
we didn't need to, just the big things.
It's just what's important to us, you know.
Important to us.
You can just read some article, if you
it on their blog.
If you just want to read what came out, you can just go read some article about it. But if you want to get our thoughts,
it's not just what's important to us. It's also what we know, what you want to hear.
Yeah, that's true. That's true as well.
Also, what we know what we're talking about versus making stuff up about the other stuff we don't know about.
What?
Yeah. Talking to a couple people who really like Marvel and a couple people who really like Star Wars.
You just said you don't like Star Wars.
Yo, that was
being freaking hypocrite.
Facetious.
You got that Darth Vader tattoo on your leg. Do you know about
the word facetious? That's what it means.
What does it mean to
mansplain? I didn't mean to mansplain.
Yeah, thanks, Jeremy.
What does it mean to fasheet?
To what?
Fasheet. You are fasheeting right now.
Gosh, what a
What a
fasheater.
real word.
Fashesis.
Fasheeting.
I can't even.
You are
You
fasheating
made up your...
all over the place right now.
I hope you're happy, Jeremy.
I hope you're happy.
You just fasheated all over this podcast, sir.
I need some girlfriends. If you're a girl, hit me up. Let's hang out. What?
That's it for this podcast, you guys.
Too much testosterone.
Yeah. Jeremy, you wanna count us out on a clap? We'll actually clap on this one.
Well, and it's on 3.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2.